Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo, the Code 7 Podcast Network, and I'm here with my brother, Fernando.
Hello. So,
and
I thought you were going to do like some sort of intro or something, just like, boom, we're live. That's it.
And we're about to get started here with Open Mic Live, but first, a word from our sponsors.
At InDigital, we know the public safety professionals hold themselves to a high standard. In fact, standard doesn't do it justice. In over 25 years working alongside you, carrying millions of calls over our IP networks, your dedication has inspired us. That's why our ESInet goes beyond industry standards, not only I3 compliant, but designed to adapt to future development for a network you can count on when it matters most. Learn more at indigital.net.
If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. We're back. Hello. Welcome. And I'd like to welcome everybody back to Open Mic Live. It is Thursday, January 12th, and it is my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, man.
Thanks.
We just got done finishing dinner just a little while ago and stuff, and we had steak, potatoes, some salad, some cake, and this dude, his steak was freaking ginormous.
Massive.
He was like, what, 2 pounds?
I don't know. I'm struggling to be here right now. I don't know. You tell me. I just ate it.
It was almost, I don't know, maybe 1.5 pounds or something. It was a lot of steak. And if you've ever watched The Great Outdoors, when John Candy's eating the old 96er, that's kind of how you were.
I mean, it was pretty massive.
Yeah.
It was good. Thank you.
But welcome everyone. As always, this live broadcast is sponsored by InDigital. Big shout out to patrons as well as Facebook subscribers. Thank you all very, very much. I wouldn't be able to do what I do if it wasn't for all of you, and especially all of you who are here right now watching, listening, supporting, and sharing. So thank you so very much. And James jumping in here. Jimmy from South Jersey is in the house. I am a 10 working on getting ready for NENA GTW 2023. Awesome.
Yes.
Welcome. Chad, what up? My birthday is next Wednesday. Wow. See,
Wow.
That's how much steak I've eaten as
Too
well.
much beef.
Yeah, I can't even talk, man. Where's my steak and taters?
It's in the mail.
Right. Yes. It'll be there. Maybe we'll FedEx it.
Flash freeze.
Yeah. You'll be all right. But happy early birthday.
Yes.
Happy early birthday.
Next
Yes.
Wednesday from the past.
Boom. Yes. And as always, where are you watching from? Roll call. Where are you at? And also, what is your number? How are you feeling? Because every Thursday or every time we do Open Mic Live, we check in with each other. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty, 10 being awesome, how are you doing? Brother man, what's your number?
I'm a 10. Yeah.
Woo!
It's my birthday. How can it be less, I guess?
Yeah, I'm right up
Everything's
in
been
there.
good, so can't complain.
Mhm. Yep, I'm at a 10 as well. Shannon, what is going on? Shannon saying, well, shit, not feeling left out or anything. Welcome, Shannon. What is your number? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Let's see. Chad, Madison, Wisconsin area at an 8. All right. Very nice. Very nice. That is good. Also, a reminder for everyone, make sure to share this broadcast on your feed as well as your favorite dispatch page and throw in some reactions. That'll be good. Were you going to say something?
What? No.
Oh, I thought I skipped. I thought I jumped over you when I was
I was
saying
probably just
something.
like, or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
So we've got a lot of stuff that's going on. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about. But if you have any funny 911 stories, please throw them into the comments. We will read them, comment on them. 10 years again. 10 years Within the Trenches podcast. Thank you all so very much. Shannon says 12. Yes, 12 out of 10 would recommend this podcast. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so
you
much.
also get steak and taters in the mail.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah,
He said that.
I did.
So look out for that. That'll be coming in the mail. I'm not sure if it's going to be good, but it'll be there. And we are just short of 2 million downloads of the podcast, and it's heard in over 60 countries. So awesome. That is very good. Been creating a bunch of content. Shannon says, hell yes. Oh, that is great. Been creating a bunch of content going out there, not just for, just on social media in general, but also for subscribers. So there's a lot of that stuff that's going on. Also, if you are a Facebook subscriber and you're one of those first 100 to get in there, you'll be getting your patch and your coaster here pretty soon. And then, of course, there's a lot of stuff for patrons as well, more tiers and a lot of different swag going on. So that's going to be awesome. Homie Erica here. What's going on? She says, hey, I'm like a 4 because I just got done eating fish sticks and not steak. Oh, no.
I like fish sticks.
Fish sticks are good.
I like them.
Yeah. Okay, Erica. So what brand of fish sticks? Because it's not just any fish sticks, right?
What do you mean?
It's got to be like Gordon's or something.
I don't really care.
For real?
Dude, I used to love them when I was like a kid in school and they'd give us fish sticks. I'd be like, I'm going to eat them.
Oh, well, okay.
Trade
No,
you're
right.
I'm like, whatever. I just
trade. You trade other
trade whatever other crap. Yeah, why not?
Like, hey man, hook it up with your fish sticks. I'll give you some.
Give me them fish sticks.
Oh shit! No, I do remember that in school, elementary school. Well, all throughout school, they would do it. But in high school, you would actually get the chance to get pretty much as much fish sticks. See, damn, I can't talk. That steak did a number on me. Holy crap! I've just got like meat juice in the brain. Let's see. James says, I need to get to my local Irish pub for some fish and chips. Erica says, haha, I'm not sure what brand. Janet says 2 fish sticks for some applesauce.
Hey, that's a good trade.
That's a good trade, he says. Oh, that is good stuff right there. Yep, I do remember that. So, okay, since we're on this already, let's just stick with it here for a moment. For all of you who are watching right now, what was your favorite?
There's only one and only favorite for everybody.
It can't be just pizza.
It probably is the pizza, man. That beautiful square pizza that would come on those giant trays. You can't say that wasn't amazing.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can find it here.
And if I could buy it, I would buy it in
bulk.
In bulk and eat it. Yeah. I mean, how else do you get a sheet of pizza? It's got to be bulk.
Let's see. Oh my god.
There it is.
Dude, you can buy this shit.
A pillow.
It's a
It looks like a pillow.
It does look like a pillow.
Is it a pillow?
Yes, James, at school. Okay, yeah, I didn't finish. So throughout school, what was your favorite food?
Any version of
school,
any level.
Yeah.
School.
Yeah, throughout school, what was your favorite? Shannon says, man, Pizza Hut Pizza Day was the best.
Dang, it's fancy.
That is fancy. Yeah, we didn't have that shit. James says seconds on Fridays. Oh, snaps.
Nice. That is freaking awesome.
Let's see. Oh, look at this.
That lady smiling right there.
Oh, no way.
That lady.
This one?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the one.
That's the one. Holy crap. Okay, hold on.
It
I'm gonna-
didn't look like much.
It's right
but it
here.
tasted good. There
Let's-
you go.
Let's see. I'm going to see if I can save this here.
Who
really
brought like a handheld giant freaking camera to take a picture of that food to school?
Oh, it's super tiny. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Okay, there we go. I mean, it's pixelated, but you'll get
That's
the,
fancy.
You'll
They
get
got a
it.
pretzel.
Well, they do have a pretzel.
Wow.
I remember pretzels. I remember
Look,
the
and it comes with
pretzels in
mustard,
school.
too. That's awesome.
Okay, hold on. Let's look at this here.
Can you share it?
Bam.
Boom. There it is.
There it is.
Dun-dun.
That is what it was right there. Chet says mozzarella sticks. The mozzarella sticks were good
Yes.
too. But here it is. This is like the definitive classic, minus the pretzel. It would usually just be like the corn, the rectangle pizza. When it had little bits of pepperoni or sausage,
Yep.
that was the best. And then of course you got your milk, chocolate milk, and then the little fruit that they would have, which
Man,
sometimes was like, I don't know about the fruit.
I don't know. It looked like that. It was that freaking canned
Like canned gelatin
fruit.
is
The syrup, you know?
yeah, straight up syrup.
Because it would be that cocktail fruit mixture is what it was.
Yes,
So
that's
then
what it
would
was.
have like cherries and
Yes,
all that kind of stuff in it.
one cherry, and it was
Pear or
always like
whatever.
super soggy and like ripped apart. It's like why
Yeah.
why the cherry?
Sometimes it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Oh, Donna, what's going on here? Says the cafeteria brownies.
Nice.
Yes. You are correct. Yes. James says the big sheet of rectangular pizza. I would skip lunch on Thursday in order to have seconds on Pizza Fridays.
Yes.
Oh, that is
Shoot,
great.
I'll be trading that chocolate milk real quick for another piece of pizza.
For sure, man. Oh, that is funny. So, okay, so rectangle pizza.
So
right?
besides the pizza. 'cause
Besides the
Of course,
pizza.
that's a winner. Everybody's
Yeah,
happy.
besides the pizza, what else did you dig? Because the chili. So chili with like these big old blocks of cheese.
Oh,
where you would
that's
just like,
right, yeah.
yes, I would trade my cookie
Cheese
for
sticks.
another cheese stick.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, yes. So okay, so there's the chili. We've got the pizza. Taco Day was always good. Thinking about it now, though, I remember when we would get the tacos, they would be like in a little plastic baggie. They would put them in the baggies, and then you would have them on the tray. That shit was greasy, like super greasy, but it was good. Hamburgers, I enjoyed the hamburger. The fries, not so much. The hamburger was good. You could tell that it was one of those. There was those hamburgers that you buy frozen,
Mhm.
and they've got like all the little like where it was pressed.
Yeah. It was like soybean meat and whatever else. It was like it filled with soybean and regular meat, I guess.
Right.
Like a mixture.
Yes.
It wasn't beef, you know?
No, it was something else.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it.
That's still good.
Let's see, what else was there? There was something. Oh, the one thing that I hated.
Goulash?
No,
They did have that, right?
they did. They did have goulash. I
That was
enjoyed the
good.
goulash.
The goulash was good.
Shannon says mystery burger.
Yes, mystery
You're
burger.
correct. Yes. James says, okay, Cheeseburger Tuesday was my second favorite day. Frozen patties
Yeah.
and one slice of yellow American cheese.
That's right.
Yes, one slice of yellow American cheese, but the cheese was like plastic.
It did not melt.
Yes, but the one thing that I hated, and they would give you the schedule, right? They would give you the schedule that showed what was for lunch throughout the week. Bless you. And what
Oh my gosh.
what I remember, I would bring in cold lunch on the day that they had Salisbury steak. Like it was not good. I didn't like it. That was not meat either. But the Salisbury steak, man, that one I didn't like. Like I dig Salisbury steak in general, but not the school. James says high school brought onion rings. Ooh.
Nice.
I don't remember us having onion rings or anything, but either way, that stuff was good. But that sheet pizza, man. You cannot beat that. That was super good. Salad bar was good. That was always fun. I do remember one time. Okay, so I'm gonna tell this story. It's gonna make me sound like, well, I didn't know actually, so maybe it won't make me sound too bad. But anyway, they had just implemented a new system, point of sale system, so that they had cards. So everybody had cards. You had to put money on it, and then when you got all the stuff that you wanted, and then you just swipe the card. That was it. This is like 1996. Holy crap.
What?
That's just a long time ago, man.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, so 1996, and I remember the line was long, and I did not want to stand in line, and our mom had given us, or had given me, a bunch of money, like had put a bunch of money in my account so that I could use this, right? Well, a buddy of mine, Brandon, he goes, so you think you can like hook me up with a piece of pizza, man? I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, my mom just put a bunch of money in there. I don't feel like waiting in line. And he goes, I'll wait in line. I was like, all right, cool. So I give him my card. And I said, just go ahead and pile on what you want to pile on and get me this or whatever. So the tray is full. Okay. He gets up there and I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to be time to eat. And he comes back and he's like, dude, you're a dick. And I said, what happened? Where's the food? And he goes, you didn't have any money in the card. And I said, are you for real? And I said, you're not messing around? And he goes, no, man, I'm for real. He goes, that was embarrassing.
Wow.
He's like, no wonder you didn't want to go up. I was like, I didn't know that. So I immediately leave because there's still like 45 minutes left of lunch. Like we got an hour for lunch. And I ran out of the cafeteria and I went to the payphone. Let me say that again. I went to the payphone and I called my mom and and she
Did you call collect? Or you had quarters?
I actually had change.
Okay.
It wasn't like those times where you have to call collect and you go like, I don't have any money in my, it's just you have to say everything super fast in the message. No, I ended up calling, she answered, and I said, hey, there's no money on my card. And so she had to call the school. They ended up figuring it out. There was something wrong with their system, is what it was. And I go back in and I give him my card again. He's like, no, man, I don't want to do it. And I was like, all right, I'll go. And I got the food and I threw him the piece of pizza. He didn't,
through the air?
He didn't catch it. It hit him in the chest.
You actually threw it?
well, it was in a little plastic bag.
Oh.
Like, they had all the. It
like
was buffet
portioned or
style.
something?
Yeah. It was buffet style. It was all portioned out. So they were all in baggies.
Oh.
So I had it, and it wasn't like I was real far away. It was like he was like this, and I just kind of tossed it. He was on the other side of the table, and I tossed it. But that's one thing I will never forget because oh man, I felt so bad for that dude because he had so much food on the tray, and then they're like, "Nah, son, there's no money." Oh shit. That was a lot of fun. That was good stuff. That food though, man, I do miss it. That was good. I want to play something for you guys here really quick before we get on to some of the other stuff that we're going to be talking about here. This is something that I created earlier today, and I want to share it with all of you. And let me pull it up here really quick. It's only like 30 or 40 seconds, so. What started as a concept back in 2014 as a way to share dispatch topics with a live audience through a panel discussion later evolved into what is now known as the Dispatchers Roundtable. Check out our library of dispatch-related topics including tech, mental health and wellness, staff shortages, and much more. They are free to watch on social media, and you can catch new broadcasts every month. If you have a topic suggestion, please email it to wttpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in, and don't miss out on the Dispatchers Roundtable. Yeah. Awesome. That was, again, just a quick video on the Dispatchers Roundtable, the DRT. That started 2020. Been doing it ever since. There's 36 rounds out there. So 36 hours worth of discussion about different dispatch related topics. And it has been awesome to have all of you there for that. There are more rounds that are coming up. I just wanted to get a promo out there because it was one thing that I noticed that I did not have. I don't have any promos or anything. I just share some of the stuff when it comes up. So there it is, the DRT. And I'll have a promo for open mic and a few other things that are going to be coming up as well. So make sure to look out for that. And also the official IM 901 pins. Those are going to be going up for sale tomorrow. So make sure to look out for that. All of you that are here, you're hearing this first. They're going on sale tomorrow. So look out for that because a lot of people have been looking for them. And then if they sell okay, I'll end up getting more before National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. And we'll go from there. So make sure to look out for that. And now we are going to continue with something here. Damn it. This is going to be fun. This is going to be funny. And we'll see what you guys say about this. Let's see. Chad says, I bet they will be sold out before I wake up. Oh, dude. Are you at work right now? If you are, well, I haven't said when I'm going to put them up. They're going to be going out tomorrow. I just haven't said when. And there's 300 of them. So I don't know that I don't think that they would sell out completely. So we'll see what happens. Either way, just know that I'm going to be ordering more. It just takes 5 weeks for them to come in. And I put the order in a few days ago. Not at work. I'm just a night owl. Same, dude. Which is why I said, that's why I didn't mention a time, because I'm a night owl. I usually stay up until about 1 or 2 in the morning sometimes, but then I wake up at 6 like a dumbass. I don't know what it is. Yeah, my internal clock. I don't know what it is. So I want to share this here really quick. This was something that happened back in 2018, I think it was. Oh shit, I just jammed my arm over here on this thing. Oh man, insult to injury. All right, let's see. Nope. There we go. We'll just keep it like that. Okay, so there was one night that that my brother and my mom and I were hanging out. Okay, and I don't even remember how the conversation started. I don't remember how the conversation started, but it came up that I have super soft hands, okay? That I have pillow hands. And it just continued from there, okay? So both Nando and my mom, our mom rather, are just hacking on me. They're like giving me shit like nobody's business, talking about the fact that I have these super pillow hands. So my mom feels my hands, and then she's like, yep, they're super soft. They're more soft than mine. And then she goes over to my brother and feels his hands, and she's like, yep, they're rough. These are working hands. I was like, hell no.
Well, that's what we were talking about, because at the time I was still traveling out, doing installation type work.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. So he was still traveling around. He's a field tech, setting up 911 phone systems and everything. And excuse me. That's where this came into play, was that we were talking about the work that we do, and it escalated. It just kept going and going and going to the point where I'm pretty sure this sequence of pictures here is when my mom I can't even get it out. Our mom ended up saying, Richie, I'm pretty sure that if you like slap somebody in the face, it would just be like,
She went like
It
this.
would-
Or I can't tell the camera, but like this, like she was sleeping.
like she was sleeping. Yes.
on the hand if it went after she got slapped.
Yes. That if it was to slap anybody, that it would just be
wouldn't
like,
even hurt. It'd just be like,
yeah, it would not
soft.
hurt. It would just be like a super soft pillow, just poof, just hitting someone. So as you can see, and I'm pretty sure you can tell in the top left corner of the picture, it looks like my mom is saying pillow, like she's about to say pillow. And then she's just laughing and laughing and laughing. And then so this was going on enough, the laughing and everything, that I had my phone out and I was taking these pictures. And as you can see, the big one on the right, they're both busting up laughing so
tears.
hard. Yes, that I had enough time to take a selfie and make that look. Now I'm also trying not to laugh because it was so hilarious, but oh my God. That's horrible.
They're still soft.
Yes. Oh, yes, they are still soft. Now, for those of you who are watching right now and everything and listening, how many of you deal with this bullshit where your siblings or one of your parents or whatever are just busting balls, like they're just going off? I can't be the only one. Oh, James says, dude, you have pillow hands, but how cool would it be if you could use a doctor's ear scope to look into your ears and switch to the camera looking into your ear to see the videos of the calls you have taken throughout the course of your career, horror flick style?
Oh man, that's
What?
crazy.
That's like a nightmare.
Crazy.
But
That'd be
yes,
nuts.
I have pillow hands, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. It was, what's funny is that I've never heard that before. Like no one has ever said that before. And my mom, just out of nowhere, mom was just like, she just happened to feel, and she's like, they're like clouds. They're like, she's like, it's like cotton. It's like pillowy cotton. They're just pillows. They're just pillow hands. I'm like, why? And yes, they're still soft. I don't know what it is. I don't know. They're super soft though. I was hoping that mom was actually going to be watching and she was
Yeah.
going to be in the audience so that she could talk on it too, but she's not in
And
here right
chime
now.
in. Yeah.
No, she's off somewhere else. She's hanging out. So we've got another story here. And this one is pretty funny. And it comes from when, oh wait, James says, I am just saying our hands may be desk soft hands, but you know what goes down at the console.
That's true.
A lot of eating.
I
Yeah.
also
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say from having just being a bystander in the like countless places, you know.
Mm. Yes, you definitely
Confidential,
know as
I
well.
can't talk about anything, but I have good ears.
Yeah. You've been around. You've been in those
Yeah.
centers when shit has gone down, and you're just like, what?
Crazy.
So long time ago, long time ago, when I very first started dispatching, it had to have been 2002, because it wasn't right in the beginning, but I feel like it was around 2002 or something when this happened. But all of you know that there are some times in dispatch where people will call in and they'll just say, can you send somebody over here because my kid is unruly or whatever. And sometimes an officer goes out there, right? Or sometimes people are like, it's not our job to, help you parent your kid or whatever. But sometimes, depending on the situation or whatever, there's a lot of times where, as we all know, anything can happen in 911. So we end up sending somebody out anyway. This is kind of the same, but different, way different. And the look on his
Why are
face,
you laughing?
because the look on your face already, you're like you're getting ready for what we're about to talk about.
Am I?
A little bit. I can tell. I can feel it. Okay, so years ago, it's Saturday. Okay, it's a Saturday. I'm in dispatch. I'm working the morning shift. And I don't know. What did you? Okay, so my brother was supposed to go to. He was supposed to go to Saturday school. I don't know what happened. If you missed a class or whatever the reason was that you had to go to Saturday school.
Being bad. Detention.
Yeah. So Nando was supposed to go to school on Saturday to do like straight up Breakfast Club type shit
Yep.
for Saturday detention. And James, I was having okay, I gotcha. So he was supposed to go to Saturday school. I'm in dispatch, and I'm sitting in there at the time with I'm sitting in there because I'm working, of course. But let me say that again, a different way. The officer that I was working with at the time, Officer Smith, and that's not a made up name either because it's Smith, But he was sitting in there with me too because we were talking about something, and I knew that he was supposed to be going to this Saturday school, and my mom ends up calling me up, and she's like, "Hey, how's everything going? We're just talking or whatever." And she says, "I'm just having, I was just trying to tell Nando that he needs to go to the Saturday school thing, but he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to get up." And I was like, "Oh, it's like I'm sorry that that's happening or whatever." I was like, "Maybe I'll try to talk to him when I get out of work." And she's like, "Okay, but he's supposed to be there. I don't want him to get in trouble, and he might have to repeat it. He might have to do it again." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm not sure what else to do." So we hang up the phone, right? Like, "Love you, Mom. I'll see you later. Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine." And I was like, Nando's probably just going through a thing. He's a teenager, right? So, so we hang up the phone, and we're sitting there, and the officer was kind of listening a little bit, and he's like, "What's going on? Everything's all right with your mom and your brother?" I was like, I guess he's not, he doesn't want to go to the Saturday school thing that he's supposed to be going to. And my mom just doesn't know what to do. And he goes, "You want me to go over there?" And I said, "What?" And he goes, "Do you want me to go over there?" And I said, "No. Wait, what do you mean?" I said, What are you going to do?" And he started laughing, and he goes, "Dude, I'll go, if he's giving your mom shit, I'll go over there and I'll get his ass out of bed and I'll take him to Saturday school." And I start busting up laughing because I didn't think he was going to actually do it. And I said, "Yeah, go ahead, because he's got better things to do, right?" It's also a small city, so the call volume wasn't, large, so he wanted something to do.
It was
I
probably
guess.
it was probably just 5 minutes away too. It's not like it was far.
Yeah,
It was
no,
like-
it was literally just down the road. Is how close I lived to the police department.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Yeah, and so I started chuckling. I'm like, "All right, dude, go for it." I was like, "Go ahead." I was like, "Lay it in on him." Just like, he's not going to do it. He's not going over there. And what happened?
He did it. I mean, I have a horrible memory, so I can't explain anything in detail like you do. But for sure, he definitely came to the house, and I went to Saturday school for sure.
Do you remember how it went down though?
No, I don't remember. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember at all. I my memory is like little flash, little blurbs here and there, but no, I don't remember it all like that.
So
But if you remember, go ahead. I don't remember.
after a while,
You know what I do remember? I remember freaking putting my hands end to end with everybody else and going down, up and down the entire freaking property of the school, picking up freaking all kinds of trash and everything else. That sucked. That I remember.
So after a while,
They worked us. Anyway.
Officer Smith comes back, okay? And he opens the door to the police department. And so the police department, again, it's a small place. And when you walk in, there's a little lobby area there, but like immediately it's glass and meat on the other side. So he walks in and he's already laughing. He's just busting up laughing. And I was like, "Oh, dude," I was like, I knew you weren't gonna do it. And he goes, "Oh no, I went. I did go." I said, "What?" I said, "Are you for real?" And he goes, "Yeah, I did go over there." So then he comes back, he comes into, where I'm at, and he sits down. I was like, "Tell me everything." I was like, "What happened?" And he goes, "Well," he goes, "I pulled up there, I was trying to remain professional." And Char says, "Inquiring minds want to know, Ricardo, did your mom pay the officer in tamales for hauling his ass to Saturday school?"
Sadly, no.
Oh, Char says that because
He deserved him though.
Oh, he definitely deserved them. But Char mentions this because I shared the story last week of when it was New Year's Eve and there was that loud noise complaint. The officer went out there and mom gave him tamales.
What?
You don't remember that?
No. I don't remember that.
Maybe you weren't there.
No, maybe not.
Maybe you were hanging out with our cousins or something. Okay, I'll get to that part here in a moment then. So that's funny shit though,
Wow.
Char. I love that. So he comes and sits down and he says, I'm trying to get ready. I'm trying to get ready to go in and remain professional because I want to laugh that this is actually happening. And he goes, "But I put my face on." He goes, "I knock on the door." He goes, and he goes, Your mom answered." And I just said, "I'm here for Fernando. I'm here to take him to Saturday school." And I was like, "Dude, did you go in?" And he goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "I went in." He goes, "I went in and I ripped that door open and your brother jumped up really fast. And I said, 'Get your ass out of here, out of the room, get dressed. And if you're going to take a shower, it better be the fastest shower that you've ever taken.'" Dude, oh my God, I remember this word for word.
Wow.
And he goes, "Brother,"
Maybe that's why I don't remember. I'm traumatized.
he says to me, he goes, "Brother, I have never seen anyone get up that fast before. I'm trying to hold back my laughter, but still stay in officer mode." He goes, "But he was moving so fast, it was like lightning." He's like, I he goes, "He was super dressed. I was waiting outside." And he goes to get in the car. I'm like, "No, you're sitting in back." And so he's sitting in back. He goes, I said, "Did he say anything?" He goes, "No, he didn't say a word."
No, I didn't argue that for sure. I know. And I definitely sat in the back.
And
'Cause everybody looked at me like I was freaking crazy because he went and dropped me off. So in like the front like entrance of the school, everybody
Mhm.
was sitting out there. There's like little benches and stuff like that, waiting for everything to get started. And here I roll up in the freaking cop car. So yeah, it was pretty crazy.
so so he's like, we roll up and everything, and he gets out of the car. There's a bunch of people that are already sitting there and stuff, and you can see the look on their face like, "What the hell?" He goes, "And then I took off, and when I took off, I was just laughing." He goes, "It was one of the most amazing things ever." And he goes, "But you know what? I probably got him some street cred or something because
Yeah.
I'm the one who dropped him off."
Right.
Who ended up picking you up?
I don't even know, man.
I don't remember either.
I was there forever. It
I think
sucked.
it might have been me because I got out at 2 p.m. and it might have been me who picked you up, or maybe mom did and I saw you later. But I remember when we were face to face after that, you were like, "You're an asshole." I was like, "Why? What happened? I don't know what you're talking about." And you're like, you know what happened." But I remember too, after Officer Smith had told me everything that was going on, he walked off and the phone rang, and I said, Frostproof PD, this is Ricardo, and it was Mom. And she goes, "Hey, mijo." And I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" She goes, "Thank you." And I said, "For what?" And she goes, "Well, for Officer Smith coming over here." She goes, "I've never seen anything like that before." Oh man, that was probably one of the best times. Well, maybe not for you, but
I mean, it was really because I never went back to I never got in trouble like that ever again, so I
Nope.
guess it was good.
he knew. He knew.
Yep.
Other than that, I think the only other time that there was, well, at least for you and I, um, it was when I got pulled over in the Camaro, and you fell out of the car that one time.
Yeah. One
What the
of
hell?
sometimes. It's not the first time I fell out of a car.
It's funny shit though, because we had all this stuff that happened and everything, and we end up working for public safety
Yeah.
years later. So what Shar is talking about is, so it was the first New Year's Eve that I ever worked, and I'm in dispatch, and I'm James is
Yeah.
scared straight. Yeah, dude. For real, man. Yes, it was such a good time. It was the first New Year's Eve. I was in dispatch. I was getting out at 10, and Mom and everybody were partying it up, having a big old pachanga. And I don't know if you remember that where the deck was.
Mhm.
She always had like a bunch of lights and everything.
Yeah.
So it was super bright whenever
The
you
one
would
on the
pass
side or
by.
the one on the side, right?
Yeah, the one on the
Yeah.
side. And so they had a party going on and everything. They'd been making tamales all day. And I get a phone call from a few people actually saying that there's loud noise. And the last one who ended up calling actually gave me the description of the house. And they said that it was on the corner of whatever road and whatever road. And I said, "Can you see lights?" And they said, "Well, yeah, actually, there's a bunch of lights. How did you know that?" And I said, "Oh, there's been other calls, but it's because it was our house, because
Wow.
I knew." So I'm laughing, and I end up putting it out and stuff. And the officer was getting ready to leave. He's laughing as he's leaving and stuff. The chief calls up and he's like, "Isn't that your house?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my house." And he goes, "Call them. Call them to try to get them to turn it down." But nobody was answering the stupid phone. And the officer ends up going out there to tell them to turn it down. But when they go out there to turn it down, or when he tells them to turn it down, Mom ends up feeding the officer tamales. Yes. It was Officer Land, dude.
Wow.
I just remember him coming back, and he's like full. Cause
Did he have any with him?
I don't know. No. No,
He
he
ate
had
'em all.
eaten it all. But yeah, that's how mom ended up hooking him up with a plate and a bunch of tamales and stuff.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, it was good.
That's funny.
There was another time I remember being in dispatch where um one of the officers was getting ready to pull this car over, and he's like, "Isn't this your mom?" And I was like, "It is my mom." and he goes, "All right." He called for the traffic stop and then had cleared, and then he comes back a little bit later, and he goes, "Hey," he goes, "just to let you know," he goes, I let your mom go off with a warning." And I said, "Okay." And I said, "Why are you telling me this?" And he's like, "I've heard that she makes really good tamales." and and I said, "Oh, that's what you want." I think she actually did get she got a what it was she got to fix a ticket. Is so all she had to do was fix the crack in the windshield, and she was fine. They they rip up the ticket. as you all know, as a fix-a-ticket works. But either way, he's like, I want some of those tamales. So mom made this officer 2 dozen.
Wow.
2 dozen tamales. Mom, where are you? You're not in the audience today.
I know. What the heck?
Oh man. Yeah, that was one of the things that that was always fun there when I first started out, was stuff like this. So the story with my brother, which is freaking hilarious, and then this as well. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that happened when I very first started dispatching that I have never dealt with before. It was stuff that I had only ever seen on TV. So, another story, I used to ride with the officers sometimes on my nights off. Just, I didn't have anything else to do and I didn't want to be at home. So I would go ride with them sometimes. And Officer Smith, who's actually, so there was 2 Officer Smiths, and they were brother and sister. So I'm riding with the sister, and we're sitting stationary, and we are, what Char says, oh, the joys of working emergency services in small communities. Yes. Yes. Hook it up with tamales.
Yeah.
So we're running stationary because we would have this competition where we would try to guess how fast somebody is going. And then, of course, if they're 5 or 10 over or whatever, then we'd go pull them over. But we're sitting there, and this night, it was on a Saturday, maybe a Friday, I don't know, it was a weekend. There was this little dance hall where they would have all these Mexican dances and parties and stuff. And this one time, we're sitting there and we're like, there's nothing going on. And of course, once you say there's nothing going on, you're tempting fate. And so that was said. And then a tone goes out for a fight that is going on at this dance hall. And we are hauling ass over there, which really it wasn't that far. Again, it's a small city. So it takes us not even like a minute or 2 to get over there. And we pull in. And when we pull in, everyone is already outside. They're scattered. People are yelling. Shit's crazy. And out the door comes a security guard and a guy whose like shirt is all ripped and stuff, and his like cowboy hat is all destroyed and crooked. And he's like trying to get away, right? And we're pulling up. And Officer Smith is saying, oh shit, this is going to be a crazy one. She goes, you've got my back. And I was like, yeah, I do. I don't know what I'm going to do, but yeah, sure. I've got your back. And I mean, there was backup that was coming up as well, but immediate backup, I would be over there like something, I don't know. So we get over there, and the guy is pulling on the security guard as they're walking out. Okay. Behind them is another guy who is walking normal. There's nothing, he's not fighting anybody off. There's nothing. And so he's following behind the 2 that are struggling up front. And another security guard comes running out of nowhere and gets in front of the one guy who's doing nothing, pulls out a can of pepper spray, just sprays him all over his face. Again, this is the guy that wasn't doing anything. He's just walking out. And this Mexican dude just starts yelling, ay Dios, por qué Dios, por qué Dios, which translation is, oh God, why? Why, God, why?
Oh my God.
Man, we end up pulling up and stopping right as that happens. And we're in the car, and I hear him yelling this, and I immediately start laughing, and I end up covering my face, like turning, because all of these people see us pulling up, and they see me laughing. And Officer Smith, she goes, why are you laughing? What was he yelling? Why was he yelling? What was he yelling? And I said, he was just yelling, God, why? Oh, God, why? And she goes, okay, you've got my back. And I was like, yes.
Jesus.
It was one of the most hilarious things, man, because that, dude, that's like off of a Simpsons episode or something. Like,
That's
so
hilarious.
the dude wasn't doing anything, and the security guard just comes out. I don't know why. I don't know why.
It doesn't matter why. Everyone's going down. He's like,
Yes. He's like, to hell with all
you were
of
part
you.
of it. I saw.
Yes, I saw you. But and yeah, the poor guy, man, he's like, Dios, por qué? Why, God, why? Oh man,
That crap sucks too. Good Lord.
I've
never
only
been sprayed,
yeah.
but I definitely had it on my face. And that was enough.
Ugh, yeah.
That sucked.
I've never been sprayed or anything like that either, but I remember in high school, I think I was a freshman at the time, and the seniors, their senior prank, they went through the halls spraying it just before the bell rang and everybody was walking out of class. You can hear everyone choking. I remember people vomiting. It was horrible, man. I caught a little bit of it, and I was just choking and choking. And I remember running out the closest door so that I could breathe. And they didn't get in trouble for it, but that was their senior prank. was spraying pepper spray all over the place. But
That's a horrible prank.
yeah, that was some bullshit. But yeah, again, a lot of stuff that happened when I first started out, but then also just starting out where I ended my dispatch career doing those ride-alongs. They were amazing. Like, there was so much fun. See, Chad here says, I've been sprayed twice for training. Not fun. Instructors always reminded you when you take a shower to keep your head tilted back.
Probably so you can breathe.
I was going to say,
Yes.
why? Explain.
That's what I would guess. I mean,
Yeah, I've only heard and have seen videos of people getting sprayed, but also seeing people when they're doing their training for tasers, because they all got to get tased because they got to
Yeah.
know how it feels.
brutal.
Yes, seeing some of those videos, but also hearing about some of that shit, and they're like, dude, when you get tased, there's a possibility that you're gonna pee yourself. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do it, because they had given me. I remember one of the guys were like, we're going to be heading over their training, man, if you want to go. I was like, I don't know. They're like, you can try it. You can get tased too. I was like, fuck that. No, I don't want to.
No thanks.
Nope. Because there probably would have been a video. It would have been uploaded somewhere, and the internet is written in ink.
Oh God.
What? You would get reinfected, and it could also drip down to
No.
Oh!
That sucks.
Dios, por qué, Dios?
Yeah, exactly. That'd be even worse.
Oh no. James, not the day to wear tan pants. Yes, exactly. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like, head stay tilted back, not forward, because it'll get on your stiff, and that shit will suck. Nope.
What if it gets on your? I don't know if I can say that. Your butt.
Yeah, you can say
How
it.
much-
This is an adult show.
Okay.
We talk shit all the time.
That was the first thought. I was like, what if it gets on your ass? That sucks.
That's true. If your head is back and it's just like coming
And just
you know,
drips
back
down the
this
crack
way,
of your ass.
yeah, I mean,
Why?
Dios, por qué again? Dude, that would suck. That'd be shitty, like straight up shitty. It'd be like fire poops.
Yeah,
Like you'd
it's
fart
horrible.
and you would feel the heat. Oh my god. One of the other things. Oh wait, Char says, take your pick, boy, head back and down the crack or forward on your junk.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I guess I would rather tilt my head back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a safer bet.
yeah. You don't want fire nuts.
No. I feel like that'd be like way, way worse.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be bad. It would be horrible. Either way, it would be horrible. It would be super bad because whether you get it in your front and you feel like it's going to explode or it's super whatever, or you get it on your ass and you go to wipe or whatever, like, I don't know.
I mean, hopefully before you go doing all that, you already have it off of you.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Either way, I think it would be horrible either way. But if I had to pick, I'll keep my head back. But that's some shit. That is some shit.
Limbo in the shower and wash it off.
It wouldn't be fun, that's for sure. Some of the other things that I remember happening, and I know I've talked about this, before, but there are people who are on here and who are probably watching the replay who've never heard this before. So, um, I remember when I ended up first starting out over in Allegan, and I'm doing my first ride along, and my first ride along um, was something else. It was on Mother's Day, and I remember when I was going out there, and it was also the first time that I ever heard the term Yardbird. I had never heard that before.
You never heard of the Yardbirds?
I didn't know that was chicken.
I was just joking.
Oh, okay.
Just the band, but anyway.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, so I'm riding around with the deputy, and I remember. Oh wait, James says our center is located above the Sally Port. A prisoner came in, and the residue came up into our center. Just a hint of it. That was interesting. Oh, did you guys freak out? I mean, you're talking right. You're talking about the same. We're talking about the same thing here. I don't know. Put it in the comments. I want to make sure we're talking about the same thing. But I'm with him, and the first call that we go out to is a MDOP, malicious destruction of property. Some of us, yes. Okay. So we end up going out to this house, right? And the guy who owns the house, we pull up, the yard is just destroyed. And he's saying, I'm pretty sure my younger brother was the one who did this. And the deputy, and I'm listening to all of this as I'm sitting still in the car. And he's like, why do you think that it was him? He goes, I'm about 100% sure it was him. And I'm pretty sure he's also having an affair with my wife. And I'm sitting there like, holy crap. Like, this is some Jerry Springer shit now. So then he takes a report, ends up getting back in the car, and he's like, dude, he's like, did you hear any of that? I was like, I heard it all. I was like, that's pretty crazy if that's what's going on. So we end up leaving. We meet up with a bunch of other officers at a place called Chicken Coop. Chicken Coop, the best. But before we get there, we're sitting, he's doing some paperwork or whatever, and I'm just kind of writing notes. And he goes, are you hungry, dude? And I said, yeah, actually, I could go for some food. And he goes, do you want to get some Yardbird? And I said, some what? And he goes, Yardbird. And I said, I just want to make sure I heard you right. You said Yardbird? And he goes, no, Yardbird. And I said, Yardbird? And he goes, you don't come from like a farm or anything, do you? You're from the city. And I started laughing and I said, yeah, I guess so. And he goes, I'm talking about chicken, man. Do you want to go get some chicken? And I was like, yes, I would like some Yardbird. Felt so fucking stupid. I've never heard that before. So, we go through that, go to the place, we order our food, and then we get a tone out. We didn't even get to eat or anything. We got in the car, hauled ass. He had not told me to brace myself. So as we're taking off, going lights and sirens, going super fast northbound on the highway, I'm like hitting each side. And he's just laughing. And he goes, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you to brace yourself. You need to brace yourself. I was like, yeah, well, I'm going to have a bruise on my hip now. I know now to brace myself. And he's just laughing. And there's this car that's in front of us. It's an elderly couple, and they are not moving. And he's just like, whoop, 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 whoop. It's still nothing. They finally move out of the way and we pass by. We get to the house. Okay. The owner is standing outside. The wife is by the door and the younger brother is by her by the door. She's trying to yank the brother into the house to get away from her husband. The deputy walks up and I don't know how he did it, but he's like rubber bando, like threw his arm in there, grabs the guy and yanks him out. And he puts him in the back of the cruiser with me. I mean, I'm sitting up front, but he's in back, right? Shuts the door. And the dude is like, man, can't believe this, man. I can't believe this is going on. Can't believe this. I can't believe it. And he's
my
like
God.
freaking out, man. And I'm sitting there as he's freaking out and I'm trying not to laugh because of how he sounds. Like his voice actually got up there. And then the deputy's talking to the owner of the house, to the husband, to the dude's brother, and the wife. And you can hear her. She's like, I don't want him coming back in here and stuff. And he's like, this is my house too. So they've got that stuff that's going on. And they're talking, right? The guy who's sitting in there with me, he goes, hey man. And I'm sitting there like, is he really talking to me right now? And I'm like covering my mouth because I can't believe that this is going on, right? And I want to laugh, but I'm just sitting there trying to be cool. And he goes, hey man. And I kind of turned to the side and I said, yeah, what do you need? And he goes, can you come around here and let me out? And I said, what? And he goes, can you let me out? And I said, no, dude. I said, you're back there for a reason. I said, you realize that, right? Like you're back there for a reason. And he goes, come on, man. I just want to get out. I want to go tell my side of the story. You got to let me out. And I said, no, dude. I said, the deputy's going to come back over here and he's going to talk to you in just a moment and you'll be able to share your side of the story. All right. I said, just chill out, man. And of course you tell somebody to chill out and they're like, hell, you're not going to tell me to chill out. He starts, Teresa, what's going on? Hey, just got off work. Yes. Awesome. He ends up slamming his fucking head on the plexiglass that's there.
That fool don't need to come out.
No, he did not need to come out of the car. He just starts poof, poof. And it was hard enough, and it was enough that he was making the cruiser move, and I was moving as well. And I'm like
let him knock himself out.
Dude, I'm going forward, but I'm covering my mouth. I'm just like because
it's so crazy.
Right? It's so crazy that I can't believe that this is going on. What else are you gonna do besides you have to laugh, right?
No.
¿Por qué, Dios? ¿Por qué? And I'm like, hey man, I'm like, you need to calm down. I was like, he's gonna come over here in a minute, and he was like, just want to tell my story. Boom, boom. And
you're not going to be able to remember it. You keep doing that.
Right. No, you're going to knock your ass out. So this is going on. And I'm like staring at the deputy to like
save
brain
me.
power. Yeah. To be like, turn around.
Come get this fool. It's
turn
crazy.
around. And he finally turns around. And he looks and he's like, comes walk. Oh, there's mom. There she is right there. Hey, mom. Love you. So he sees what's going on. He ends up coming over and he's like, boof, boof, boof. He's like, hey, you need to stop right now. I'm going to come back over here and talk to you in just a minute. Well, the officer didn't notice the owner of the house, the other brother. The brother ends up walking in back of him and he's like, yeah, you're going to stay in there. You're going to go to jail, bitch. You're going to go. And the brother who's in the car, he starts yelling back and is swearing. And he's saying, your wife is not yours anymore. She's mine. And he's like, oh, we'll see about that. Oh, it was on after that. So he's saying more stuff about his wife and things that they do. I'll just leave it at that. And I'm just sitting there with my eyes just like just
Oh my
popped out at
God.
what is going on. And the wife is like, "No." She's like, "No, don't say anything." And he's just going off saying all of this stuff, and he's like, "She's mine now. She's mine." And the brother goes, "You're the one in the back of the car. She's moving out. You can have her." And I'm like, "There you go, dude."
Yeah.
So, throughout all of that, the deputy is checking the car and stuff and finds open containers and comes back to the car. The dude takes a breathalyzer test, fails, and we end up taking off to take him to jail. Okay. For everything that he was doing on top of that, we go to take off, and the dude is in the back, poof, starts pounding his head again on the plexiglass. And I'm just looking at the deputy, and he looks at me like, "What the?" He lipped it like I can't believe this is going on either. And the guy just continues yelling at us. So this is what he's yelling. And he goes, "That's right. You guys got me, right? You guys got me. You're the best. You always get your man, don't you? You always get your man. You guys are just the best." He's just yelling over and over, "The best. You're the best."
Oh my God.
And I'm like this the whole time because I can't believe this is happening. And he's just screaming and screaming. And the deputy goes, hey, dude, everything is all right. And don't say that we're the best, because you got to do something pretty amazing to be the best. I'd say we're top 3. and and the guy, he just starts going, yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, you guys are the best. I'm just gonna shut up now. And just throws his head back. And I look over at the deputy, and he goes, "Yeah, you probably should just kind of, chill out." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what I said I was gonna do." And so we're on our way to the jail. We get there. James says, "Dude, we had a guy who acted like that all the time, and then he disappeared. Wonder if he relocated to Florida or Michigan, because this happened when I was in Michigan. That might be him. Who knows?" Again, years ago. So we get to the jail. This dude has been with his head back the whole time, just fucking passed out. And we start to pull in, and he starts going off again. And he goes, "Yeah, we're here. Because you guys are the best, right? You're the best."
Oh my God.
and and then he goes, "Yeah, you're good. You're good. Whatever, you're good." And the deputy says, "What happened? What did we do from the time that we got you to the time that we got here? I thought we were the best." And he's like, "Shut up, man." He's like, "You told me to shut up?" And he's like, No. I don't know. So we walk into the jail. We walk into booking, and the dude's standing there. He's got his hands on his hips, and he starts going, "Oh, God."
Jeez.
Dude, he lost it. He just started like bawling. I don't know what happened. Like, he was super angry
He's
and then
trashed.
went to super crying. Yeah. Right there where booking is, right in back, are 2 drunk tanks. There were tons of people in both of them. And while he is just not happy, the guys that are in there, one of the dudes goes, "Yo, shut the hell up. Just wait till you get up in here." And he's like, "What?" He goes, "You heard me." And he stopped, like, was gone. It was done. And I was like, holy shit. So then we end up leaving. Again, as I said, this was Mother's Day. We take off and the deputy goes, "I've got one last call that I'm gonna go on." And I said, "Oh, cool." Oh, James says the 5 stages of being in custody. Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for real. Exactly. So it's almost time for me to leave and stuff. And he says, "Do you want to go with me on this last call?" He actually had a few hours left. And he goes, "Or you can just leave. You know, you've been here with me enough and you've seen enough." And I was like, "Yeah, a lot has happened tonight." And I said, "I'll go with you on one last one." He's like, "All right." He goes, "It's just a shoplifting complaint. We just got to go to, the store out here where this happened. And then, that'll be that." He goes, "But you'll have to wait in the car when I go and get the person." I was like, "That's fine, man." So we show up to, I think it was like a Meijer or something like that, a store kind of like that. And for those who don't have Meijer, it's basically like Walmart. So there you go. But it's like a Midwest thing. So we end up going to the place, pull up, and I stay in the car. I'm just chilling, waiting forever. They finally come out, and he puts the guy in the back, and the guy goes, "God, I can't believe this." And he's like, "I don't know what I'm gonna say." I'm like, "I don't know what he's talking about." And the deputy goes, "You want to know what he did?" And the guy goes, "You got to tell him." He goes, "Everyone's gonna find out anyway." And and the guy goes, "Yeah, I guess you're right. Go ahead." So I'm like, "Okay, what happened?" And he goes, "Well, the dude got caught shoplifting with um a bottle of Jack Daniels and a Mother's Day card." Oh. He was just getting stuff for his dear old ma, but he stole it. So that's what he got arrested for. That was his shoplifting. Mother's Day card and a bottle of Jack. Damn. And then we went in and we took him in, and then I ended up going home. But I remember when I was driving home, all I could think was, I found the best job ever. Because I also get to do these ride-alongs and shit, and it was so much fun to be able to do that. And if any of you, I'm sure you've done ride-alongs and stuff, hopefully you've had times where stuff like this has happened. If not, damn. Por qué Dios? Why, God, why? Oh, man, this is great. Well, we are over the hour for Open Mic Live. I want to check in with you here really quick again, what your numbers are. We both started out at a 10. Now I'm like way beyond a 10. I hope all of you, your numbers have gone up as well. Again, scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty, 10 being awesome. How you are feeling, I hope that number has gone up. Even if it went up 1, even if it stayed the same, as long as you had a good time, that's what it's all about. Because on Open Mic Live, the whole reason we started this to begin with was to check in with each other. Mental health and wellness, self-care, all that good stuff. To forget about the bullshit that's going on out in the world and to come together to share funny stories, whether it be about 911, public safety in general, or personal shit like this that we've been talking about that we've gone through. Because every time I come up with some story that from growing up with my siblings or whichever, all of you end up sharing your stories as well, and laughing is good medicine. So thank you. This is so much fun to do this. Chad a 9, Teresa an 8, Char raised my numbers again this week. Thanks so much. Thank you for being here, all of you, and for the job that you do as the most vital piece of public safety. Thank you. James a 10 with a big smile on my face. Love hanging out with everyone here. Yes, that's what this is all about. Thank you. This live broadcast has been sponsored by In Digital. Thank you so much as always. And if you have any comments, questions, or even want to be a guest on the show, the flagship show, you can email us, and that's wttpodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that is wttpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter. That is @91podcast. You can like us on Facebook. That is facebook.com/Within the Trenches Podcast. And if you are looking to help support the podcast and everything that I do for Within the Trenches Media, you can join us on Facebook. You can be a subscriber of the podcast on Facebook. It's only 99 cents a month, and you get a bunch of shit on there. It is facebook.com/within-the-trenches-podcast/support. Check it out, share it. Would love to have you on there. And then if you want to become a patron of the podcast, now Facebook subscribers is kind of like a light version of Patreon, because on patreon.com/WTT podcast, there are now 7 tiers that you can do worth of support, where you end up getting bonus content. You get discounts to the store, a lot of swag, a bunch of stuff that's on there. So check that out as well. Patreon.com/WTT podcast. And but still, the Facebook one, still really good, very powerful, a lot of cool shit that you get on that as well. So check that one out. But again, thank you all for the support. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for all of you. So thank you so much. And then this can be seen on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter. And if you are going to be at the SBP conference next week, I will see you there in Clearwater, Florida. It's going to be awesome. And you can hear the flagship show 24/7 on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app, and withinthetrenches.net. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. And happy birthday once again, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's your birthday. We'll see you later. Have a good night, everyone.